simplified array initialization expressions. In this lesson, we will be talking about how we can simplify both rectangular matrix and jagged arrays as well. In order to simplify our expression, we type a comma for rectangular arrays. So it's a rectangular array. And that will be new. We had to type new array. We had to type the bounds, what our array will look like. So that will be 3 to 4 elements, 3 rows and 4 elements in each row. It doesn't matter which numbers we will pass into this, and that will be 4, third row, and yeah, that's how we can create. So that will be new integer. I forgot to type integer. Now it's perfectly valid array. But we can simplify it a little bit. What we can do is just to remove this new int and the bounds that we created. So that will be int rectangular array. But here's the point. You cannot control this array. Basically, you can type anything you like here. Doesn't matter. It have to be the same size. So we typed how many? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So we have to type 8 for each row because that will be 3 rows and 8 elements. So we have to type the same. So how many numbers we put in the second row? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And in this way as well, 1 number, 2, 3. Okay. Now if we remove it, it's just I showed you what it looks like. Okay, I typed now it's perfectly fine. It's 8 numbers in each of the rows, 8 numbers in 3 rows. But as I said, you cannot control this because you can insert another row with 8 elements and another row. It doesn't matter, and it's not controllable. We can take this array, we type here and there, and we can create any rows we want. Now we have 8 elements in each. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 rows. And we can explicitly say 7 rows in the 8 element in each. So in this way, we cannot do it in this syntaxes that I provided. But what we can do is just declare a var. So we can declare a variable here. And then we can do new int and the amount of rows inside of that array. Now it perfectly works. And if I add another row, say like we have 9 rows now, and we have to type the same amount of rows as we have here. Oh, I changed it. So it's 8 as it were before. And now it's 8 rows as well. 8 rows and 8 elements in each. So this row is 1, 8 elements, 2, 8 elements, 3, 8 elements, 4, and etc. If we want to type 9 rows, we just type in the first part of this rectangular array 9, and we have to copy this and paste it inside. That way we have 9 rows and 8 elements in each of them. This is a very convenient way to create rectangular arrays, better than if we type here integer. So it depends. Sometimes you don't have to control the amount of rows in here and columns. If you don't have to, then just use integer here and as like that. Use this way. If you do need it, then you have to declare it the way I just showed you, which is var in the beginning, the name of the variable, and then new int, you type amount of rows. Here, where 8, you type amount of elements in each row, and that is a very convenient way to initialize a rectangular array. So now we will talk about a little bit about jagged arrays. So basically it works the same way as the rectangular array, slightly different. I'll show you as well an example. So we can create a jagged array, which is, I don't know, int, and then jagged matrix, and then new. Oh, without new, just doing curly braces. New integer. We type, again, let's say 4. Now we do, I don't know, maybe 4 rows. But here's an example. In jagged array, if you type another number here, it's not going to break the whole system. So you can insert any elements you like. It's not going to be affected anyhow, which is if you type here, let's say, let me remove it first. If you type here int of 9, 8, or even just like that, if you type another number here, that will break the whole system because it just expects that there's exact amount of elements. So it says, the error says an array initializer of length 9 is expected. So basically we have to now, because we changed this row, now we have to change all of the rows, and basically we now have to insert for all of them. So that will be 9 for all of the rows. Now it works, but we can inject matrix. We can simply put any elements we like inside here, and that is pretty convenient. So it depends on whatever task you have. You can use whatever fits better. Either you need the exact amount of rows and columns, or you don't have to have like exact amount of elements in jagged matrix. So you can put another row. Nothing is broken for jagged matrix. That's it. That's all I had to say about how we can simplify our rectangular matrix or rectangular arrays and jagged arrays.